What are the key differences between practicing jazz and classical music? I've always been a huge fan of both styles, and I always try to incorporate both somehow into my routine. But there are some differences on how I approach practicing both styles. Practicing classical music can actually feel pretty straightforward for me because the music's right there on the page for me. Practicing fundamentals and the repertoire is going to be the bulk of what you actually practice. For jazz musicians, however, it can be a little bit more difficult to figure out what you're going to practice because improvisation by its nature can be kind of this puzzle we have to figure out. When I practice classical music, a lot of that stuff tends to transfer over to my jazz because the technique I learned from that really helps me with my jazz playing. A lot of the stuff I do with my jazz practice in terms of ear training tends to transfer over to my classical stuff. So while there are some differences between practicing jazz and classical, I feel like a lot of the same core tenets when we practice are very important. And really the name of the game is learning to adapt to practicing that style, developing specific strategies for each style that work for you.